Welcome to the Spring 2010 edition of REConnection Television, your connection to recreation opportunities provided by Roanoke County Parks. I'm Scott Ramsberg. Do you know what your kids are doing this summer? Roanoke County has the largest selection of youth summer camps in the area, offering overnight, full-day, and half-day options for your kids ages 3 to 17. Today on the program, we'll take a look at some of these programs, as well as some other great activities for adults and seniors. First up, we'll take a look at some of our athletics camps. This year, we've expanded our athletics lineup to include 14 different sports. All of these are taught by college and high school coaches and give your kids advantages in the fall when they sign up for team play. First, we'll go out to Walden Park and look at our tennis camps. I'm joined now by head women's tennis coach at Roanoke College, Scott Gibson, and Scott's one of the instructors for our tennis programs, both the programs we help hold throughout the year as well as our summer camps this year. Now, first of all, tell us about those summer camps. We've got several different levels of play. It starts as young as what age?
We start at age all the way to age 5, and we go all the way to age 13 for the or 12 for the kids, and then we got to age 13 through 18 for the teens.
Well, let's kind of go one by one. The youngest age class, what kind of skills do they pick up? What do they learn? I see you have a lower net here designed just for those kids.
For the small kids, for the tot tennis, as the program's called, we've got the small nets and we've got low compression tennis balls at different diameters, and it's easier for them to hit and control versus a heavier real tennis ball, which is a heavier bounce into them, so they can control this a little bit easier.
So when you bounce them like you just did there, it doesn't bounce as high?
It doesn't bounce as high, and it's a lighter weight, and these balls actually have a little bit longer lifespan than a regular tennis ball, but they're, as you can see, they are a different diameter. So this one is, of course, smaller, this one is larger, and they do have one even larger than this one they make, but for our age group and our camps and classes that we use these as well.
Are they larger or smaller for the kids?
These are going to be, we'll use these for the smaller age group, and then like for the ages 6 to 8, your 6 and 8 year olds, we use these right here. Okay. So for the little small kids, then we'll use these for the tots.
So introduction for the little ones. Then as they get older, what are the skills that they pick up in maybe the middle range?
Middle range, and what we start doing, of course, they get introduced the real tennis balls, the heavier ones, and the actual tennis balls, and we also lengthen the courts out. As you can see, this net, with the beauty of these small nets for the little kids, we can turn one regular tennis court into 2, or even 3 actually. So we'll just put it along the service line right here, center line, and they can use these 2 boxes, and they control these low compression balls back and forth a little. It's easier for them to hit back and forth. And then as they get older, then we'll kind of go away from these nets and we'll expand the court, and we can mark it off and lengthen as we go as the older they get. So kind of spoon feed them, so to speak, by their age range.
Now, both the clinics that we offer throughout the year and the camps that we're offering all during the summer this year are really designed to build their skills for rec play. Is that what they're for?
Rec play, and as they get older, we've got some kids that'll play junior tournaments and stuff like that. 9, 10-year-olds that'll play junior tournaments easily, and for those kids that are in the camps, we'll look at their skill level per individual, and we see the kids that have been through camps before or lessons and stuff will enhance their abilities there as well.
Really quick, give me a tip. Show me how to do a proper swing.
Okay. For any level kid, we pretty much start them off the basics, and that is a ready position. Okay, just like that. And what they're going to do is just simply shake hands with the racket, just real comfortable. So, and as they're facing across the net, I'll be in front of them, and we'll go over swing several times before they actually hit a tennis ball, just so they can get the feel of the weight of the racket, the balance. And all they're going to do is just simply take their racket, point it to the fence right behind them, below the waistline, and as they're getting ready to swing, they're just going to kind of step forward and swing up towards their opposite shoulder. Okay, and it's real key that we practice swinging onto the opposite shoulder over and over.
And that's one of the many things you'll learn in our tennis camps and clinics with Scott Gibson and the rest of the gang from Roanoke College. Register online at www.roanokecountyparks.com. For athletics camps, Roanoke County Parks is really the place to go. We've got over 55 weeks to choose from. Most of these camps are half-day programs that meet 9 a.m. to noon Monday through Thursday. Now we've got a new program this year called the Green Ridge Half-Day Combo that will let you go to these athletics or specialty camps in the morning, then have transportation here to Green Ridge Recreation Center in the afternoon to complete your week. Not interested in sports? We've got plenty of other half-day programs available, arts and crafts, theater, travel, and more. For more adventurous youth, there's always Camp Roanoke, located in Southwest County, just 20 minutes from most of the valley, and that's where we're going right now. We're out here at beautiful Camp Roanoke, where I'm joined by some of the staff here, Charlie Biesecker and Greg Martin. Now, many of you may know that Camp Roanoke has a great youth summer program, but you may not know that we offer some spring classes as well. One of them that we're going to talk about right now is a kayaking trip. We've got 2 trips this year because they've been so popular, one on May 8th and one on May 9th. We've always called the May 9th the Mother's Day kayaking trip, something to really treat the family. But some of you may be intimidated by the word kayak. You think of an unstable device where you're tottering back and forth in the water and you flip over. At Camp Roanoke, we use something called a sit-on-top kayak, which is what you see here. Tell us a little bit more about what a sit-on-top kayak is, Charlie.
Well, sit-on-top kayaks are excellent for all skill levels. You don't really need to know anything about kayaking. When you come, we'll teach you how to use it. It's very buoyant and very hard to flip, so it's a very, very safe way to learn kayaking.
So if you're familiar with canoeing at all, you probably wouldn't have trouble with a sit-on-top kayak?
Oh, no, not at all. Not at all. It's a very easy transition.
And even if you're really not too familiar with the canoe, it's something that anyone can pick up?
Yes. At the beginning of each trip, I actually do an intro on how to use the paddle, the boat. We properly fit everyone with PFDs and helmets, because being on the water, safety does have to come first.
Right, so safety very important, and everything's included with this trip, correct?
Yeah, transportation, the guides, everything is included in the fee.
So 2 trips again this year, May 8th and May 9th. Well, now let's move on to the director of Camp Roanoke, Greg Martin, to talk about some of our summer camp programs. Greg, what's new in 2010?
Well, we're offering our great Discovery Day Camp program again for kindergarten through 5th grade, and with that program, we're adding swimming on Fridays for those kids.
Really?
We're also doing our traditional residential program for 3rd through 5th graders. That's our Explorer program. Our Voyager program for 5th through 7th graders. Our Adventure program for 7th through 9th graders. And then our Trek programs for 9th graders through 12th graders.
Okay, let's take a step back and take a look at each of those and what makes them really unique. First of all, there's the Discovery Camp, where you get actually free satellite transportation from Tanglewood Mall, if you choose to, or you could drive your kids out here to Camp Roanoke, and you really get a taste of camp life without staying overnight, correct?
That's right. And we also provide a hot lunch every day, snacks in the morning and snacks in the afternoon.
All for a pretty affordable rate. And then the next group, as they get older, they start going on more off-site adventures.
That's right. We take the kids off-site rock climbing, kayaking, canoeing, hiking, mountain boarding, horseback riding. We do archery here on site, environmental education, themed activities at night, campfire programs, everything that a traditional camp offers.
And now one really unique feature is for the oldest kids, the Treks program. Tell us about the Treks this year.
We have 2. We have one that goes to West Virginia and one that goes to North Carolina. The West Virginia Trek, Charlie, the river that they're rafting over there?
They actually go down the New River Gorge. It's world-renowned and very famous. It's an excellent stretch of river.
Okay, they're going down on the big 6, 12-man rafts?
It's a big raft. Usually about 8 to 10 people in the rafts, yeah.
And there'll also be rock climbing in the gorge. And then in North Carolina, we teach the kids how to surf, how to sea kayak.
And what ages are the Trek programs?
For 9th graders through 12th graders.
So 9th through 12th, the whole week is off-site. So lots to do at Camp Roanoke. And if you want to know more about, maybe you're not sure whether your kid is right for Camp Roanoke, a camp is right for you, come on out on April...
Open house is April the 10th for the general public between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. And if you're alumni, you can come join us on April the 9th for a fun evening of programs and reuniting with all your camp friends from last summer.
So if you're new to camp, come on out April 10th. No matter how old your youth are, they'll enjoy Camp Roanoke's diverse outdoor experiences. Don't forget, Camp Roanoke spaces are filling fast, so sign up soon at www.camproanoke.com. Like the outdoors, but maybe a little too old to go to camp? You can take your whole family out to a special event we've got on May 15th this year called geocaching. Let's learn more about this amazing Roanoke County treasure hunt. Looking for a fun, family-friendly activity this spring? Roanoke County Parks has the perfect thing for you. It's the 2nd year we've done it now, called the Amazing County Treasure Hunt. What that is a geocaching event. And if you don't know what geocaching is, here to tell us about it is Lisa McCrae. Lisa, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Now, Lisa, you've got many years' experience teaching people how to use GPS systems, which are crucial in geocaching. We'll talk about both of those. First, what is geocaching?
Geocaching is hiding something in a particular location and marking the latitude and longitude, and then sending that latitude and longitude to whoever you want, and see if they can find it.
And the key to finding it is using a GPS device, which is what you have in your hand.
Right.
And what is GPS?
It's a global positioning system. This is a receiver. This is a GPS unit. It receives signals from satellites. It itself doesn't give off signals, which is a misconception. And this thing can do, basically all GPS units can do two basic functions. Some have lots of bells and whistles, but in essence, a GPS can mark a location and store it, the latitude and longitude, or if you enter a latitude and longitude, it can find where that is.
So the event coming up this spring is May 15th. What exactly is the atmosphere like? I know you were a crucial part of it last year. What goes on at the amazing county treasure hunt?
Well, I had a great time. I was pretty new at geocaching, and people came maybe an hour early if they wanted some instruction on how to use a GPS unit. And we have a few loaners for them, 24 if they need them. And they get instruction, and then at noon, we hand out these papers with the latitude and longitude
That's
of all
all you
the
see
sites.
is a paper listing the sites.
Right, the sites, and maybe a hint or two, you know, which they and the hints are in code, so that makes it more fun too. And then off they go, and when they were through, they came back with whatever they found in the treasure chest, or it might be a little different this year, so I won't let it out of the bag.
And there are prizes for the quickest people to get to the locations and find them. So you got the training. What you do is actually the event starts at noon on May 15th, but if you want training and you want to borrow one of our GPS units, you actually show up at 11 o'clock. You can find more details about it at RoanokeCountyParks.com. But you got the list, and then what do? You input it into the GPS device somehow?
Right, they key it in. It's like a keypad, like texting, and we show you how to do that. And then when you find the location in the GPS, the point number, and as you highlight it and push it, then down at the bottom it'll say go to, and as soon as you start walking, there's a compass
Little
pointer.
arrow right there on the screen. Wow.
Right.
And you just walk along and you follow where the arrow points you, and it's good up till 10 feet in front of the object.
Well, pretty much. These are good about 10 feet radius.
And you can get your family out and enjoy the fun on Saturday, May 15th. Visit RoanokeCountyParks.com for more information. We've been talking about youth summer camps on today's programs, but what if you need full-day enrichment? Say you're a working parent. Well, Kids in Camp is for you. It's a program that Roanoke County Parks has offered for the past 15 years, an enrichment program based out of both Penn Forest and Bonsec Elementary School, offering crafts and activities every day, including off-site trips. And new this year on Fridays, the kids are coming here to enjoy the water park at Splash Valley. Full weeks start at only $125, and choose 1 week or every week during the summer. Let's switch gears now and talk about adult fun. We've got some new quilting classes offered right here at Green Ridge. Let's talk about it. We're here at Green Ridge Recreation Center, where I'm joined by Norma Silvius. Norma teaches many classes for Roanoke County Parks, but the ones we're going to talk about today are the quilting classes. Welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Now, there are two classes that you're teaching this spring. One of them is called Nifty 9-Patch Quilting. I love that name, Nifty. The other one is called Yo-Yo Quilting. So first, let's talk about 9-Patch. What exactly is a 9-Patch quilt?
9-patch quilting is taking 9 different pieces of fabric and sewing them together into one block. After that block is completed, then it's put together, sewn at the corners and sides to make a pillow top or a quilt or just whatever the student would like to do.
Now, you said 9 patches. This looks like a lot more than 9 blocks. What do you mean by a block?
Each block consists of 9 different pieces of fabric.
So this part right here, this big square made up of these little squares is a 9-patch.
That's correct.
Okay.
And then they're all sewn together. We've got 4 different sections of 9-patch.
And who is this class intended for? Is this someone who has no sewing experience, maybe a little bit of sewing experience?
This class is designed for the student that has some knowledge of sewing, and they do need their sewing machine.
Okay.
They do not have to have any quilting experience, because that's what our class is for. It's designed for the beginner quilter.
You talk them through the process. What about choosing materials? Do you bring the materials to class? How does that work? Park?
They will get to choose their own fabrics for their pillow tops, so they'll be able to bring their own cotton fabrics.
Okay. Well, let's go on to the other quilting class, which is called yo-yo quilting. What is a yo-yo quilt?
Yo-yo quilting was created back in the early 1900s, and the ladies used to take the old clothes that they had worn out, cut circles out of them, and then turn them into a little yo-yo. And the yo-yos are sewn together once all of them are made, and you can attach as many as you want to create a quilt, which would be an awfully lot of yo-yos. Today I just brought in just a small table topper to show you.
And you were saying earlier you can actually decorate these by putting things on top of the buttons?
Yes, you can. You can sew buttons on them, vintage buttons or brightly colored buttons, to just embellish them a little bit, make it a little different.
Now, I don't know about you, but I've been seeing a lot more quilting, out on television, online, and people, even kids, seem to be interested in quilting now. What's going on?
Well, I think it's a resurgence of the sewing and quilting interest now. I think more people are being very thoughtful in how they spend their money and their time. And I believe that families are looking for things that they can do together, and sewing and quilting is one of those.
Now, these classes are both in May. They're both 2-week sessions. Now, if you sign up for these classes, maybe I sign up for one or both of them, what am I going to go on to from here? What could I do from here?
Oh, your possibilities are endless once you take one or both of the classes. I brought today to show you just one form of quilting. This looks very complicated, however it is very simple. Quilting, the basic designs and the things that you will learn in the class, you'll be able to go on.
So you learn the basics, Norma, and then it's up to you to decide what you make. Thank you very much. Sign up at www.roanokecountyparks.com. 9-patch quilting offered at Brambleton Center, and yo-yo quilting is right here at Green Ridge Center. Both programs are in May. New at Green Ridge Recreation Center this year is a full-day summer camp called Green Ridge Summer Day Camp. This is a supervised daily enrichment program for rising 1st through 5th graders, and it offers daily time in our pool or at Splash Valley Water Park with fun off-site trips every week. But you don't have to wait for the summer for fun for the kids. A new class is being offered this spring at Green Ridge called Kempo Karate. Let's hear about it. We're here at the 2nd floor of Green Ridge Recreation Center, where I'm joined by Assistant Chief Instructor of Universal Kempo Karate, Brian Cochran. Brian's teaching some new classes for us at Green Ridge. Tell us about what makes Kempo Karate different from other forms of martial arts.
What I like about Kempo Karate is it's kind of a melting pot of martial arts, so we encompass all aspects. We do a lot of stand-up, a lot of pad work. We do kicks, we do takedowns, we do grappling skills, we do weapons, self-defense. So it's kind of everything rolled into one. So it's not just one aspect of the karate.
And Kempo Karate at Green Ridge is offered for ages 4 all the way through ages adult. At first they're separated into different age groups, and then it moves up from there. Talk about that separation and what you learn as you progress in the different levels of the class.
Sure, we have what's called a Pee-wee program, and that's from ages 4 to 6. We have a junior program, it's ages 7 and up, and I have an adult program for ages 13 and up.
So I'll start with the Pee-wee program. What are the basics that they learn in those classes?
I learn basic motor skills, teaching them eye-hand coordination, some basic self-defense moves, and kind of introducing them to physical fitness. And as you get older, the junior class, the training gets a little more, I don't say complex, a little harder, but more realistic self-defense. We do a lot of bully self-defense, stranger danger, and in the adult level, we pick up the physical fitness and get more involved in the self-defense.
Well, what are some of the benefits that really stand out for Kempo Karate, first in youth and then in adults?
Higher self-esteem, self-confidence, and of course, self-discipline, self-defense. And the kids, we do a lot of, it's more than martial arts for the kids. We monitor report cards, behaviors, at home, in public, in school.
Now, there are a lot of martial arts programs around the valley, and parents, what should a parent look for when they're choosing a program, and what really makes Kempo Karate, especially for kids, stand out as a unique program for them?
When you go into a school, just you want to feel welcome. Is it a good family atmosphere? Is it high energy level? And are the kids having fun?
Now, a lot of parents might be concerned. You know, you see all forms. Some are no contact, some are contact. Obviously, you have more of a contact sort of environment here. What would you say to a parent that's concerned about the sparring that's involved in Kempo?
Safety is a big priority for us. We train hard, but we don't take it to a level where people get injured. We really focus safety.
Okay, tell us about, for the adults, you know, a lot of people think that karate is just for the kids. What is an adult going to get out of this program?
Our number one objective is realistic self-defense, and number two is physical fitness. And Kempo, we don't do a lot of fancy stuff. It's basic. Basic self-defense is what works. You get to an adrenalized state, basic is what comes out. And number two is physical fitness. And the way that works is when you test for a new rank in Kempo Karate, you have a physical you have to pass. A certain amount of push-ups, sit-ups, and exercises. And as you get higher rank, the physical progressively gets harder and harder and harder. So you get yourself in better shape as you go through the ranks.
Universal Kempo Karate offered for the first time by Roanoke County Parks here at Green Ridge Recreation Center. If you want to find out more, visit us online at www.roanokecountyparks.com. While you're at Green Ridge for a Kempo Karate class, don't forget you can take the whole family right here to Splash Valley Water Park, opening Memorial Day weekend. 20,000 square feet of outdoor water park fun. Water slides, a current river, a spray ground, and shaded areas, with daily admission between $7 and $9. Open noon to 7 p.m. daily. Roanoke County residents and Super Splash Pass holders can get in an extra hour early at 11 o'clock. More on that later. But first, let's take a look at some aquatic fun indoors for adults. I'm joined by Judith Desarmes. She's one of the aquatics instructors here at Green Ridge Recreation Center. Actually teaches a couple of classes with us. HydroFit is one of them, and the other one is AM Jumpstart, one of our most popular classes. Welcome to the show, Judith.
Oh, thank you for having me.
First of all, talk about those two classes that you teach, and tell me what's involved with them, and what type of person would be maybe benefiting by signing up for the class.
I teach HydroFit and AM Jumpstart. It can really be a benefit to all fitness levels. How I teach is if you are in a lower fitness level, the class is great for you. Medium or intermediate, great for you. If you're advanced, great for you too, because the great thing about the water is that you control your own intensity. If you want to take it high one day, you can take it high. If you want to keep it low key, you can keep it low. So it's really great for all fitness levels.
Describe the difference between the two as far as what goes on in the classes, how active they are. Is that the difference?
Well, I do different things with both classes. AM Jumpstart, I really focus on just high intensity aerobics in the water. HydroFit, I try to do more drills. Like I take them around the river, what's it called, the lazy river.
Yeah.
I take them around the lazy river, so they're jogging in the water. Take them with the current, take them against the current, so they can get their heart rate up really quick or really well, and then take them back over to the regular part of the pool, and then we do strength training inside the water with the buoys that we have right here.
Well, why don't you show us some exercises with those, and I'll see if I can follow you and show us what the benefit of using these in the water is. It's actually a lot of resistance that you get.
This is the highest resistant weight in the water. We do have another one which is a lighter color. It's like yellow and blue. That's a lighter resistance, but these are really good. They're just like barbells or weights upstairs that we use on the land exercises, but only in the water. When you put them down in the water, you have to you have to use the resistance of the water.
Well, show me an exercise really quick.
Okay, so this one we're going to use our triceps.
Okay.
So all we're doing, we're kicking and we're pushing the buoys back. You're kicking, pushing the buoys back, like this. So when you're kicking and pushing the buoys back, you're firing off those tricep muscles.
Okay.
And so you're just kicking with the resistance with the water. Or another way to work your triceps, you're doing a jack down like this and come back up. So you're pushing the buoys down.
Gotcha.
In the water. We also do pectoral exercises where you're bringing the buoys in like this, while the boo's
Sounds
in
very
the
much
water.
like the equipment we've got upstairs.
Very much so.
Now these classes, again, basically the AM Jump Start is you set your own intensity versus the HydroFit, where it's really a more intense class.
Yeah.
Okay, now
Almost like boot camp in the water.
we have plenty of other classes offered here, not just the water aerobic style classes. We have swimming lessons for ages 6 months all the way to age 12. We have swimming lessons for adults and private lessons. And if you want to be a lifeguard here at Green Ridge, we're always looking for talent. We offer classes on Ellis lifeguard training. That's the highest level of standard of lifeguarding that we offer here at Green Ridge. You can take a class, become a lifeguard this summer here or at Splash Valley. Well, thanks a lot, Judith.
Nice to meet you.
We're 3.5 stories in the air at Splash Valley Water Park, and this is the launching point for 2 35-foot high water slides. Behind me, an enclosed flume slide, and to my right, a bowl slide. Think this is just for the kids? Think again. Splash Valley opens Memorial Day weekend, and it's open every day, noon to 7 p.m. just off Interstate 581 at the Peters Creek Road exit, left on Valley Point Parkway. Find out more at www.roanokecountyparks.com. Let's have one last segment, this time for adult fun, inside the Brambleton Center for Thai cooking. We're here in the kitchen at the Brambleton Center, where I'm joined by Maxine Fraud. She's one of our cooking instructors, and this spring she's teaching 3 courses on Thai cooking, and she has even better knowledge of Thai cooking now that she's returned from a 3-month trip to Thailand, just back. Welcome to the show, Maxine.
Thank you so much.
Tell us about your trip.
I was in Thailand volunteering with a human rights group devoted to human rights education, but it wasn't all work. I had the opportunity to enjoy myself a lot too. While I was there, I took cooking classes. Actually, this is my 2nd time volunteering in Thailand, and I had taken cooking classes last time too, which really expands my repertoire of dishes that I can teach here. I also did a lot of eating, and I can tell you that Thai food in Thailand is significantly hotter than the Thai food you find in the United States.
Really?
If it's not hot, they don't want to touch it. And in fact, if you don't want it to burn your mouth off in Thailand, you better say no spice, which to them means a little bit less spice. If you say mild, forget it. There'll be smoke coming out of your ears.
So if you're eating in a restaurant downtown, that's nothing like what you get in Thailand.
No, Thailand food is significantly spicier. Also, Thai dishes usually consist of a large amount of rice with side dishes. Here, the main dishes, the curries and the satays will be a larger portion of your meal.
Okay. Well, now let's move on to the meals that you're cooking. Obviously, are not going to be quite as hot because the
No.
American taste, the American palate, not quite up to speed.
No.
But let's talk about those 3 courses that are occurring this
Sure, I'd
spring.
be happy
First,
to.
the Quick and Easy Thai, which is kind of an Americanized version.
Quick and easy Thai is adding a Thai touch to some of your favorite dishes. If you don't want to make a whole Thai meal, if that's too daunting for you, or you don't want to stock a lot of ingredients, that's fine. You can add 1 or 2 things to make some of your favorite dishes a little more Thai in flavor. You could add a little fish sauce, for example. You could add Thai chili sauce. These will give an authentic Thai taste to some of the dishes your family's already familiar with.
Then moving on to Thai Workshop, what are you going to be cooking this session?
The Thai Workshop is an in-depth work for those who really want authenticity. We'll go into some of the ingredients that can be bought right here in Roanoke. You don't have to go elsewhere. And we'll be teaching dishes that are very, very popular in Thailand that you'll find in every Thai restaurant and every Thai food stall. These will include pad Thai, the favorite Thai noodle dish. If you've eaten in a Thai restaurant,
Absolutely, I think
you've had pad Thai.
most people have.
And also satay. Satay is meat on a stick, sort of like a Thai shish kebab, with a delicious creamy coconut sauce with a little bit of peanut in it. However, if you're not comfortable with eating peanuts, or someone in your family is allergic, we can make it without peanuts as well.
Quickly moving on to the Advanced Workshop,
Yes.
what are we doing in the Advanced, and what makes that advanced?
The Advanced Workshop is for people who truly love Thai food, who want to go one step further. They have some familiarity with Thai ingredients, they're not afraid to be adventurous, and we actually prepare some more complex dishes.
Not for beginners then?
It can be if you're familiar with Thai cooking, but I mean, you don't have to have taken the Thai Workshop if you're familiar with Thai ingredients, but I would suggest you have some familiarity.
And the best part of all of Maxine's classes, I think, is you get to eat what you make.
We sure do. No one goes home hungry.
All right, well, thank you, Maxine, and sign up for Thai cooking and get expert advice from Maxine Fraud.
I look forward to seeing you.
We've seen a lot on today's program: summer camps for kids, aquatics for adults, geocaching for families, and of course, Splash Valley Water Park. There's nothing else like it in the area. And it's opening Memorial Day weekend. And if you haven't checked out Green Ridge Recreation Center, please stop by and see us. You don't have to be a member to enjoy all the fun. Find out about all our programs online at www.roanokecountyparks.com. And call 772-PLAY to register for those programs. If you have questions specifically about Green Ridge Recreation Center, don't hesitate to call us at 777-6300. Watch REConnection television every week, Tuesday night at 8:30 p.m. and Saturdays at 10 o'clock a.m. or watch it online at RoanokeCountyParks.com. Till next time, see you in the parks.